to talk to the educators, okay? Your teacher, therapists, the ones who talk to the parents, the ones who talk to the children, and how parent coaching can be right in the middle. Talk to the nannies, the babysitters, the caregivers. And I just learned, Carolina, that a nanny, a caregiver, and a babysitter are totally different. We send our children to daycare. That's totally different. And those are the people that we're focusing on today.
Yeah, and when we as parent coaches build up and work on a relationship with a child, of course the parent, have a different relationship, but it's the same that a teacher is facing this relationship with this student, and they need to know so many things that the parent need to know as well, and the therapist as well. And most importantly, we need to connect all these people who is working with a child. The child is in the middle and cannot be confusing for him. Let's say the mother is using timeout. In the school, they are not using timeout. The nanny is rewarding a child with some prize. It's so confusing. They need to know how this world is working. They need to be in alignment. So as you said,
it's very hard, Carolina. It's very hard to be in alignment, but that's where the parent coach comes in. The parent coach comes in because we take everything and we align it. We are not doctors. We are not there to fix it, but we are there to make it stronger. And I do know that an educator came to me and they were saying how in high school the children are being more aggressive. The boys are beating up the boys and the girls are now attacking the boys. I mean, we're not talking about slap in the face. We're talking about fist fighting. Not only that, she got assaulted. So the educators need to stop blaming the parents, because the parents have to work. They're not there for their children. Hey, parent coaches, you know what I'm saying? I was a caregiver for 20 years, so I've seen it all.
And so many times we see that adults, instead of working together, they blame each other. As you said, the school said the problem is the family. The family said that the school is not doing anything. The school sent them to a therapist. The therapist is trying their best, but said that the school is not doing anything and the family is not doing. Come on, yeah, in the middle is a human being that we are raising, that his brain is not completely developed. He needs models. He needs one way to go, and everyone on board to help this child to develop in a healthy way, healthy physically, emotionally, intellectually. We are preparing future adults that are going to be the ones who take decisions. And as the parents need so much support, the educators,
they really do.
They need a lot of support. And the caregivers need so much support, especially because at the end of the day, the decision is not theirs. At the end of the day, the decision is going to be by the parents. Right. So it's very difficult because you are there guiding, but it's not your completely responsibility.
But see, we're there. I have to, because a caregiver does a lot of what a parent cannot do for themselves. Me as a caregiver, I once did 14 hours with a child 4 days a week. So I was more in that child's life than the parent was. So me as a caregiver needs to learn how to educate that child. When you send your child to daycare, there is one person for 5 different children. But when you're a caregiver, you dedicate your time solely to the child. You're also their educator. I had to teach the mother that your child can clean off the table all by themselves. I taught them that. So, at 3 years old, he's picking up his plate. He's putting it in the sink. Right. But there's one thing that I did teach. I told the mother, put a little bit of milk in the refrigerator, put the bowl of cereal on the table, and let the child be able to either get the cereal out of the refrigerator, put it on the table, get his own milk, teach them how to pour it in, and fine, they now know how to make breakfast. So these are the little things that we can do.
We are talking about that, and it reminds me about the grandparents. sometimes, there are lovely people in our life, but so many families that I were working said, well, I'm trying to teach this or that, but my daughter is staying with my parents and they are cutting the fruit, almost putting in her mouth. They are giving back, they are choosing their clothes, they're helping. And I know that it's in a sense of protecting and caring, but as you said, we need to let them do at their age and stage of development they are capable to do. It's not going to prepare a whole meal, but if he can step, on something and reach something and prepare it by himself, or wash something after all, or picking up things when he finished playing or whatever. But if the grandparents or the caregiver or the teachers, everyone is doing something different, it's going to be very, very confusing. When we are called parent coaches, it's not only for the parents, it's for everyone who is involved in raising that child. In an enterprise, you have a business plan. When you raise a child, you need to have a plan. How we are going to educate this child? What are the things that are going to be non-negotiable? What kind of things we can let him play around and learn and make little mistakes and correct that? What are our boundaries? What is respectful relationships for all of us who are involved? So educators, therapists, grandparents, whoever, caregivers, they're all benefit so much for all these topics that we learn in a program. So
I
yeah.
say a therapist needs to bring us in as parent coaches so we can connect the parent to the child. I feel that an educator for the school department needs to bring us in because we are there to do what they cannot do, and that is to talk to the parents. PTA meetings, we can go in there with a subject that they are struggling with, and we can help there with the parent. If you are a caregiver and you need help because you are caring for this child more than the parent, you bring us in and you say to the parent, you know what? I have a great idea. I know this parent coach that can help us deal with this situation. We are there to help. We are there to guide. We are there to support. And these are the things that is very important to make it less confusing for the child because we bring it on one accord. We bring it to the surface and then you deliver it to the teachers. You deliver it. I feel like parent coaches are very important in the family's life,
And
especially if you're married.
sometimes, yeah, sometimes it's even a few consultations to adjust things that are out of control. And when you see that the behavior of the child is not really what we all deserve, maybe there are some adjustments, and we have so much to do in that situation. So
We give
yeah.
30-minute free consultations just to see if you are the right fit for our program. What the heck? Pick up the phone. Let's get a free consultation and just let us know, what are you going through? We even take Spanish speaking and Portuguese speaking clients, and I would love for Carolina to sum this up for you guys.
Well, that's so important. Here we are, and it's nice that people know how is the parent coach contribution to all these people who are around a child. So thank you very much. We talk soon.
Yes, we will.